This podcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.
All right, folks, we're live back at Bolivar Middle School for Polk County Christian School High School boys basketball versus ECS, El Dorado Christian School Buffs basketball. Players are taking the court at the moment. They're meeting in the middle of the court for a brief prayer before the game. All right, I've confirmed we've got audio and camera. The scoreboard camera has been giving me a little trouble tonight, so if I lose it, I can reset it, and it shouldn't take very long to do that. I just got to make sure that I notice when I lose it. All right, and it's ready for tip-off. Alden Gardner tipping off for the Knights. 35 tipping off for the Buffs. And the ball is up. There's a whistle. Possession to Buffs. I think it was out on Gardner. 24 bringing it into 30. 30 bringing it down. Buffs are going to the left. 13 with an outside three-point jumper. No good. White ball. Landon Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Number 3. Over to Josh Venom. Over to Alden Gardner. Gardner down to Gray. Gray to Lucas Burton. Lucas back to Venom. Venom over to Gray. Gray back out to Venom. Venom over to Gardner. Gardner to Burton. Burton driving down along the baseline, putting it up for 2, and it's good. First points on the board go to the Knights. 24 bringing the ball into 30. Down to 13 in the corner, no shot, back up top to 30. Down to 21, over to 35, driving along the baseline, out to 13 for a three-point jump, no good. And there's a whistle. Let's see what the ref says. I missed the call on that. All right, 24 bringing it into 30. Over to 21 on the far side, down to 35. Inside, nope, across to 13. Driving down to the baseline, putting it up for 2, no good. Burton with a rebound out to Gray. Gray bringing it across for the Knights. Up to Burton. Burton up top, shooting 3 from the top of the arc. No good. 24 getting the rebound over to 35. 35 bringing it across. Driving down and out to 13 for a long three-point shot. No good. Walker there with a rebound. Over to Gray. Gray making a fast break and trying to bounce pass between a couple of Buffs. There's a whistle. Ref says 3-0, I think, or 0-3. Nope, it was 30. Knights ball. Venom trying to put it into Walker. 35 jumped up and stole it. And he's driving all the way down to the basket, and there's a whistle. Ref says 25 or 52. I think it was 25. That's Venom. I think this ref does his numbers backwards. He does them so he can read them, not so the score table can read them, and that's okay as long as we're all doing the same thing. All right, Buffs bringing the ball in, and they put it up for 2. It's good. It's a tie game, 2-all. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Gardner. Gardner to Venom. Venom taking advantage of the screen, getting down to the corner, back up to Burton. Burton looking for a shot. No shot, puts it out to Venom. Venom back up top, over to Burton on the far wing. Burton driving down to the baseline, and ref says there's an elbow. Not sure who that was on. 1-3. Oh, that's on the Buffs. So its possession goes to White. Venom bringing it in, over to Burton in the corner, up top to Gray. Gray has no shot, out to Venom. Venom up for 3, and nope. Yes! Good! That's a 3-pointer for the Knights. Buffs bringing it down. It's 5-2. 30 over to 21. 21 doing a reverse to 13. Back to 35 to 24. Then to 30, and he puts it up for 3. Another 3. That's for the Buffs. 5-5. Gray bringing the ball across for the Knights. Over to Gardner. Gardner to Venom. Venom over to Burton. Burton, no shot, over to Gray on the near side. Gray driving down to the baseline, and the ball's out of bounds, maybe on White. Yep, it's Buff's ball. 30 bringing the ball down for the Buffs. Over to 35. Outside to 21. 21 back to 30. He's driving in. Passes it over to 24, and the ball's out of bounds on, maybe on White. We'll see what the ref says. Looks like ball's out on White. Buff's ball. 30 bringing the ball into the Buffs. Passes it. Bounce pass to 35 under the basket. Now it's White ball because 35 took it out of bounds with him. Gardner into Gray. Gray passing it down to Venom. And, ball off the toe. Venom back to Gray. Gray for a three-point effort. No good. 24 getting the rebound. Passes it out to 13. 13 down court to 30. 30 driving in. He's wide open. Puts it up for an easy layup. It's 7-2. Venom bringing the ball into Gray. Gray over to Burton. Burton taking advantage of a couple of screens. Puts a shot up. No good. 35 with a rebound. Making a fast break. Driving in amongst some defenders. Puts it up for an easy layup. Makes it look easy. 9-5. Gray going around some defenders. Down to the baseline. Putting his shot up. It's blocked, but Venom there for the putback. No good. 35 with a rebound. Down to 30. 30 to 13. Going for a layup and draws a foul during the shot, I believe. I think they were trying to get the ball and got an arm instead. 13 on the free throw line, shooting for 2. First one's in, 10-5. Second one's in, 11-5. Gardner over to Venom, Venom to Gray. Gray to Burton. And Venom helping Burton out there, and the Buffs trip it up, steal the ball. 35 gets the pass and dunks it down court. Good for 2. Gardner throwing the ball into Gray. Gray bringing it across, driving down to the paint, and the ball's off a toe again, but Gray saves it. It's over to Venom. Venom driving around, coming into the paint, passes it out to Gardner. Gardner driving in, gets into some defenders, and there's a whistle. Ref says 3-0. Gardner going to bring the ball in for the Knights, puts it over to Gray. And the ball's out of bounds, white ball. Venom bringing the ball in. Over to Burton. Burton passing it over to Venom. Venom up to Gray. Gray back over to Burton. Burton up to Venom. Venom. Oh, travel. Ref called travel. Buffs bringing the ball across. That's number 30 with the ball. Driving down for a jump shot from the top of the paint. Puts it up for two. It's 15-5. Gray sending the ball over to Burton. Burton around the back to get into the paint. Puts it up. Missed it. And 24 with the rebound. Making a fast break and a pass down court for an easy layup, but it's a miss. And there's 35 with a putback. 17-5. Timeout on Coach Burton for the Knights.
Polk County Christian School glorifies God through excellence as a Christ-centered educational environment that emphasizes servant leadership with a biblical worldview. On behalf of the school board, teachers, and all who have invested time, effort, finances, and prayers, we appreciate the opportunity to have a part in establishing a foundation in the lives of our students through Christian education. PCCS athletes, spectators, and families strive to set a Christian example at all times. We invite you to watch a replay of this game and all our past school events on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@PCCS.
All right, folks, players are working their way back out onto the court, or at least breaking their huddle. Ref moving to the left baseline. White ball. Gardner bringing the ball into Gray. Full court pressure. Gray getting the ball across. He's got some room. Puts it into Walker. Walker doing a putback after a missed free throw. He gets another chance at it. And, nope, missed it. He's just a hair off balance there, so he couldn't get a good shot. Normally, he's pretty good at that. Buffs make a fast break. Put it up. No good. Burton gets that rebound. He's bringing it down for the Knights. Burton passing inside. Gray couldn't get to it in time. And can't see which Buff that was that stole it. That was 21 with a steal. And Walker with a rebound on a missed two-point shot. Over to Burton. Burton to Gray to bring it across. Gray out to Venom. Venom swinging it to the far side, driving in, and no shot. Passes it inside to Walker, who puts it up for two. Oh, no good. 30 with a rebound, and a fast pass to 21, putting the layup up. Good for two. It's 19-5. 3 seconds left in the quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter, 19-5. Well, it's early in the game, but this is not nearly as exciting the high school girls game was. We just finished. high school girls game. Let me find that on the schedule here and see what the final was. They won by just a point or two. November. High school girls win by 1 point, 32-31 in a nail-biter in overtime. What a great game that was. And if you didn't get a chance to see it, it is available on PCCS TV. Just go to our live page and you'll find it there. All the games are sequenced in order. They're actually named year first, then month, then date, so that they'll actually alphabetize by year, month, and date. If you do them the other way, month, day, year, then they don't alphabetize. All the November games would be together for every year. So, feel free to go back. We'd appreciate a thumbs up if you're enjoying these videos. Show us some love. Let us know you tuned in, watched the video. All right, white ball. Venom bringing the ball into Gray. Gray bringing it across. This is the start of second quarter action here. Knights versus Buffs. Venom with a three-point jump shot. Wow, folks. Fabulous, fabulous shot from the top of the key for three. All right. Buffs doing their reverse and reverse and reverse. And just looking for an opening. 35, cutting inside, passing out. Now, 24 looking for a jump shot, no shot. But 32 put it up. Burton was there for the rebound on the missed shot. Gives it over to Gray to bring across. Gray down to Venom. Venom, another jump shot for three, just off. Good effort. All right. 5 bringing the ball down to 13 in the corner for three, and it's off the rim. Gray with a rebound. He was going to make a fast break, but there was a defender right there. He slowed it up, and now he is swinging around to the near side, passing it to Venom, who's swinging back up top, cutting into the free throw line, going to put the shot up, and the Buffs take the ball out of bounds, trying to save it. So it's going to be white ball on the baseline at their own basket. Venom into Gray in the corner. Gray driving around, putting it up at the free throw line, missed it, but there's Walker with an attempt at a putback, missed that. 13 getting the rebound. He's going to bring it down for the Buffs. And they're starting their reverse back and forth. 35 broke that up, drove down to the paint, passes it outside to 5, who puts it up for three, and it goes in and comes back out. Burton getting the rebound, handing it over to Gray. Gray passing it to Venom. 35 trying to intercept the pass, so Gray spun around and drove down to the baseline, but no shot, gives it to Burton. Burton puts it up for a swish, and that's 3 for Chad Burton. Five bringing the ball across, gives it to 32, down to 35, putting it up for three, and that's across the basket, no good. Burton for the rebound, over to Gray. Gray's going to bring it down. (19-11) at the moment. Burton over to Venom with another. Oh, holy smokes, folks! That's another three-pointer for Venom. If they can keep those dialed in, they can close that gap pretty quickly. 5 over to 13 on the near wing. Passes it inside to 24. Spinning around for a shot. No shot. Gives it out to 13 for three. Puts it up. It's off the basket. Gray with a beautiful jump for the rebound there, making a fast break. And in for two. Folks, that's a highlight reel right there. That's just a beautiful shot. All right, the Buffs ref calling for a full timeout, I believe. Well, I'm not sure. 2 hands, 1 on each shoulder. I don't know if that's a full timeout or a 30-second timeout. Either way, timeout on the Buffs. If you're new to PCCS TV, I say this just about every game. I don't know the rules, I don't know the signals, and I don't know the plays. So I'm really handicapped at announcing the game. But I've got the technology to make the live stream happen and to put some fancy stuff on the screen and keep it going. And they say that I've got the voice for it. I've been using my voice to make a living for about 35 years now. Well, actually 1982 was when I started. So that shows my age. All right, we're back on the court, and it's looks like Buff's ball on the near sideline. So you'll never hear me argue with what the refs say because I don't know if they're right or wrong. I couldn't tell you if they are or not. Buffs, number 5, bringing the ball in, puts it over to 21, gets it back into 30. 30 putting up a jump shot from near the free throw line, missed the shot. Venom getting the rebound, and I think the ball was tipped out of his hands. Burton got it for him, gives it to Gray. Gray's bringing it across for the Knights over to Gardner. Gardner on the far side. He's driving between a couple of players, puts a shot up, little hard, and 30 getting that rebound, making a fast break, going for the shot, puts it up for 2, and it's in. I think they count that, and I think he's going to the free throw line. Drew a foul during the shot. Yep, he's at the free throw line. That's number 30. I think he'll get one attempt. 21-16 currently. Oop. I looked at my scoreboard's gone, so we're going to see if we can bring that back. And apparently they got a putback on the missed rebound, so it's 23-16. Gray bringing the ball back down. My scoreboard's still missing. Let me see if I can fix that. Ball's over to Venom. Venom handing it off to Burton. Burton to Gray. Gray, cross court to Venom. No three-point shot. And there's a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was. All right, Buffs bringing the ball in. I'm hoping that scoreboard camera comes back. It should be back shortly. That was 21 with a three-point effort. Missed it, and the ball's out, I believe, on White. It is out on White. Sorry, that's my arm in the way. Trying to get that camera reloaded. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Venom. Venom to Burton. Burton bounce pass to Gray. Gray putting up a shot, no good. And 30 with a rebound. He's making a fast break, trying to shoot it, and I don't know if he drew a foul during the shot or not. Well, it's Buff's ball. They bring it into 30, over to 5. 5 back to 30 for a three-point effort. Nope, no good. But 35 got the rebound and a putback for 2. It's 25-16. Gray bringing the ball down. Inside to Burton, back out to Gray, over to Venom for 3. Venom puts it up. No, it bounced inside the rim and came out. 30 getting the rebound, a long pass down to 21. He's driving in, putting up an easy layup, missed it. Gets his own rebound and passes it out to 5, gives it to 35 for 3, and it's off the backboard and no good, off the top of the backboard. And there's a whistle. They're going to sub. All right, Knights are bringing the ball in. Folks, I've tried to reset that scoreboard camera several times, and I'm still struggling with it. It may have to wait till halftime. I apologize. Score is 25-16. Buffs in the lead. Gray driving in, and there's a whistle. Ref says 21. Knights ball. Venom going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Passing it, handing it off to Burton. Burton on the far side, handing it off to Gray. Gray for three. Close to in. Gideon Walker stepped in. He's manning the basket now. Hadn't noticed that sub. Good to see him in there. And 35, pass it. I think I saw that foul. Yep, ref says white, 30. That was Gideon. 24 at the free throw line. All right. Scoreboard cam came back for a second and it's off again. The only thing I could figure is I got a power issue. I'll have to troubleshoot that during the halftime. We're a minute and 58 seconds away from that. Score still 26-16. And free throw's good for number 2. It's 27-16. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. Over to Gardner. Gardner out to Venom. Venom over to Gardner on the far side. Down to Gray in the corner for 3. It's a miss, but there's Burton for the putback, and it's good for 2. 27-18. 30 bringing the ball across for the Buffs. Reverse to 5 to 13, and ref blew a whistle. I don't know what the signal was. Gray bringing the ball across, gives to Gardner on the far side. Gardner up top to Venom. Venom passing to Burton on the near wing, over to Gardner in the near corner. Gardner passing it to Venom, but 30 intercepts it. Long pass to 5. 5 puts it up for an easy layup, and it's good. It's 29-18. 58 seconds left in the half. Gray bringing the ball across. Over to Venom on the far elbow. Venom faking a shot, puts it over to Burton. Burton trying to get a shot and ends up lost his balance. Well, the Buffs take it down court and pass it several times, but there's a whistle. We'll see what the ref says. I didn't see any kind of signal other than a whistle, and the Knights get the ball. Gray over to Venom. Venom up top to Gardner. Gardner over to Venom. Venom to Gray in the corner. Gray going for 3. Oh, beautiful shot, but it's not in. Buffs doing their thing, passing it down court, but couldn't get a shot off in time. They put it out for 3 from 24. It's a miss. Burton got that rebound. Gray making a fast break and a buzzer beater effort. No good. That's halftime, folks. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to mute the mic, and I'm going to go work on that scoreboard cam, see if I can figure out what's going on with it. We'll be back in just a few. Well, all right, folks, we've got the scoreboard back at the moment. I don't know what's going on with that. I was experiencing the same problem in Forsyth this weekend with that camera, and I tried to employ a backup camera this evening at the start of the night, and it had a problem, so I switched to this one because it's the more reliable of the two. So I will hopefully get that figured out before our next game. Speaking of, our upcoming schedule is on screen now and shows our next game will be December 1st, will be an away game at Cross Christian in Lebanon, and I believe that that's going to be live. I remember recording there before. I don't remember if I don't think I live streamed it. I think I recorded it and uploaded it later. I don't think they've got Wi-Fi at their gym, but it will be recorded and uploaded. I'll probably have it recorded and just upload it that night while we sleep. And then immediately following that, on December 5th, there will be two games. Middle school girls versus Avila here at home at the Bolivar Middle School gym, right here in this facility. And then following that, at 6 o'clock game, the high school boys will play Lake of the Ozarks Flames, also here at a home game at Bolivar Middle School. And then after that, on December 9th, the high school girls and boys will play again here at Bolivar Middle School versus Clinton. Now, backing up to those games on December 5th, I will not be available due to family coming in town for a late Thanksgiving, so I won't be available to live stream or record those games. If somebody wanted to bring a camcorder and a tripod to the game and record them, I'd be open to that, and then I could upload them later. But the game on the 9th, home here at Bolivar Middle School, should be live. And then again, the game on the 15th, also at home, middle school boys and high school boys versus Lebanon. I think will be live. I'll have to recheck my schedule and see on that, confirm on that. And then there's an away game on the 16th at Springfield Lutheran. That will not be live. They do not share their Wi-Fi and do not want their players identified on TV or on the internet. And January 6th, there will be a home game here at Bolivar Middle School versus Springfield Trinity. That'll be a high school boys game, and that should be live streamed, as well as the January 8th game away at Riverview, which is where we were this weekend for some great basketball. That'll be middle school boys, middle school boys, high school girls, and high school boys at Forsyth. And that should be live as well. If you want to see a preview of what that looks like, you could look at the Saturday games we just played at Forsyth at a tournament. All of the games we played on Saturday were versus Forsyth, Riverview Forsyth, and you could see how that turned out in our most three recent broadcasts before today. All right, folks, you're watching PCCS TV, and we are about just under 2 minutes from the start of the second half. This is PCCS Knights versus ECS, El Dorado Christian School Buffs at Bolivar Middle School. Let's get that schedule off the screen. Put the camera back on. The Buffs are still warming up. The Knights are having a player huddle. Gave a shout out earlier to some of the volunteers here. Coach Chad Burton right here at the bench. Coach Brian Gray across the court putting the ball up. Nancy Sandage and Vanessa Gray at the scorer's table. And I failed to mention Heather Hale, Carrie Wistons, and Tricia Venom out running the gate fee and the concession stand. Appreciate all our volunteers here at PCCS. All right, players are back out on the court. It's time for second half action, and the Buffs are bringing the ball in on the sideline. 30 bringing the ball across to the right now, over to 21. 21 back to 30. Over to 13 on the near elbow, back to 21. He's moving to the near elbow, and trying to get into the paint, puts it inside to 24. Turnaround jump, no good. Burton with a rebound. Over to Gray. Gray bringing the ball down. And 24 tipped the pass, and Buffs took possession. 13 driving down, putting it up for 2. Good shot. Gray coming back across. 31-18 now. Gray out to Burton. Burton back to Gray for 3, and there it goes. That's a 3-pointer for Landon Gray. 31-21. Buffs maybe thinking about doing a 3-pointer themselves, but they give it to 35. He drives into the paint and puts it up for 2. 33-21. Gray coming across, giving the ball to Gardner. Gardner to Gray in the corner. Up for 3, and it's across the basket. No good. Gardner saving the outbound. Throws it in, and the Buffs take it. Fast pass down to 13. 24 for the putback, and then 21 for another putback, and finally gets it in. 35-21. Gray bringing the ball back across. Over to Venom on the far side. Driving down. Comes back up, gives it to Burton, but 35 saw that pass, stole it, and runs it down for a layup. 37-21. Gray bringing the ball across. Over to Gardner on the near side. Down to Burton in the corner. Burton inside to Walker. 35 stole the pass and gives it to 30. Driving down to the paint. Ooh. I think that was a call on Venom. 25 with the Knights. 30 going to the free throw line. Yep, ref says 25. That was Venom. First shot was in. Second shot is a miss. Walker there with a rebound and a quick pass out to Venom. Make it a fast break. He's got some defense. Steps inside, passes it out to Burton for 3. Burton putting it up, missed it, but Walker there for a putback, good for 2. Walker doing his thing. Buffs bring it back, driving along the baseline, missed the shot. Burton grabbed the ball, puts it over to Gray. Gray passing inside to Venom, and one of the Buffs accidentally ran into him from behind. Obviously unintentional, but the ref still had to call it. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Pass it up top to Burton. Burton over to Gray. Gray cross court to Venom. Venom over to Gray, putting it up for 3. And, oh, so close, but not quite. Gardner getting the rebound. Putting it up top to Venom again. Venom back over to Gray. Gray driving down, putting it up. Or over to Walker. Either way, the Buffs end up with it. And they're making a fast break, passing it around. No shot. They put it up. No good. Walker with a beautiful rebound and travel. It's going to be Buffs ball under their own basket. 38-23 on the scoreboard. Bringing the ball in. Bounce pass to 35 with another dunk. 40-23. Venom bringing the ball in to Gray. Gray back over to Venom. Venom down to Burton. Burton going for 3, and nope. Walker with a putback. Oh, that's a miss, and 30 bringing the ball back. Fast break down. going for a shot, maybe drew a foul. If it is, it may be on Venom again. Yep, ref says Venom, 25. Number 31 at the free throw line, shooting for two, scores 40-23. First shot's a miss. Second shot is good. 41-23. Venom bringing it into Gray. Gray getting full court pressure. Passes it to Burton. And it's off the toe, so a bobble there on the dribble. He passes it out to Venom, who avoids 35 trying to steal it. Gives it over to Gray. 35 gets back in time to set up a defense. Venom up top with it, bringing it out. And 24 trying to steal the ball. I believe it's out of bounds. Venom's going to bring the ball in. Over to Burton. Burton back to Venom. Venom shooting it a long three, but bounced off the rim. Gardner got it. Back to Gray for three. Off the rim again and out of bounds off of White. Buffs ball. Number 30 bringing the ball down for the Buffs. Over to 13. They're doing that reverse thing again. Over to the far side. Shot was a miss. Burton getting the rebound. He's bounced pass out to Venom. Venom passing it. Oh, tried to pass it. 24 stole it. Goes and puts it up for two. 43-23. Burton bringing the ball into Gray. Gray over to Gardner. Gardner driving along the baseline. Missed the layup. And 30 making a fast break. Venom down there. 30 puts it up. No foul. 45-23. Gardner bringing it into Gray. Gray over to Burton. Burton over to Venom. Venom down to Gray in the corner. Gray going around the defender, putting it up for two. Oh, close. And the Buffs trying to make a fast break of it. They give it out to 13 on the far side. He's bringing it in, puts it up for two. Gardner into Gray. Timeout on the White. Coach Burton calling a full timeout. Folks, while we're on a quick timeout, I'd like to show some love for some sponsors at Polk County Christian School. These folks, these businesses, regularly contribute to our annual auction fundraiser, KYOO AM/FM in Bolivar, Need More Vacations, Shell and Hammer Construction, Womack Monument, Bill Roberts Chevrolet, Edward Jones, Mid-Missouri Bank, Shelter Insurance, Craig Lehman, Agent, Stewart's Custom Designs, Wild Man Plumbing, Douglas Hahn and Heidemann, Etch Salon, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys, Oak Star Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm, Bryant Chastain, Agent, State Farm, Gianna Andrews, Agent. All right, players are back out on the court. White ball. Venom going to bring the ball in on the far sideline. Venom down to Burton in the corner, up for three, and over the basket and out on, apparently out on White, according to the ref. Blue bringing the ball in. Five's going to bring it down for the Buffs. He puts it over to 13, doing that reverse. 15, bringing it over to 13 on the near wing. 13 swinging it back up top, giving it to 5. 5 backing up. And Gray with a gorgeous steal. And putting it up for two. What a beautiful play that was. 47-25. 5 bringing the ball back down for the Buffs. Over to 13, putting it up for 3, and it's across the basket, no shot. 32 getting the rebound from that. Over to 5 again, back inside to 24. Turning in with a jump shot, does it again, 49-25. Gray's steal and layup just made the highlight reel. Venom over to Gardner. Gardner back to Venom. Venom swinging it up top, taking advantage of the screen, driving inside, put the shot over to Walker, and Walker with a putback. Beautiful, love to see that. Walker good for 2. 54 seconds left in the third quarter, 49-27. 5 bringing the ball down for the Buffs. Over to 13 in the corner, back up to 5 in the wing. Over to 32 on this wing. He puts it up for 3, and it's a miss. Off of Gardner, out to the Buffs. There's Burton trying to get the rebound. Venom gets it after it's tipped outside. Burton getting the pass from Venom. Puts it over to Gray. Gray making a fast break, passing it over to Venom, who puts it up for 3, and it's a miss. And the Buffs get the rebound from that. They're bringing it across. 5 getting pressure from Gray. And 5 putting it over to 32. Gray stealing it again. And there's a whistle. Ref signaled 5. I don't think we've got a 5 on the court. Not sure what that was. Oh, okay. It was on the Buffs. Buffs number 5. Great. White ball. Gray with a buzzer beater. Oh, good effort. That's the end of the third quarter, 49-27. All right. I had a few more sponsors to cover real quick. I didn't get to before the ball was back on the court. Last bit of sponsors for Polk County Christian School, helping out with our contributions during our annual auction fundraiser. All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs, Creator Delights, Garrettson's Trash Service, and Hubbard Realty. But folks, that's really a short list of sponsors for PCCS. There's a lot more people that donate money, but also donate their time, donate their experience, their knowledge. An example would be Stewart's Custom Designs. Not only do they donate funds, but they also donate. He taught shop class last year and has made several wood custom design projects for the school, cabinetry and carts and so on. Made a beautiful cart for the Chromebook storage. All right, ball's back in play. Gray down to Burton on the far elbow. Burton into Walker into the basket. Walker putting it up for 2, going for a putback. And one more putback, and he's got it. It's in for 2. It's 49-29. 20-point lead for the Buffs at this point. Buffs down to 5. 5 over to 13 on the far 15. And stolen by Burton. Burton passing it over to Gray. Number 5. Giving some defense. Over to Gardner. Gardner to Venom for 3 in the corner. And it's a swish, folks. Nothing but net on that. That's another highlight reel. All right, 30. Bringing the ball down. Passing it inside to 35. Putting it up for an easy 2. It's 51-32. Gray bringing the ball down. Over to Burton. Burton doing his three-point thing. It's a miss. 35 with the rebound. Over to 30, making a fast break, passing it over to, well, went out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. Venom's going to pass it into Gray. Gray down to Burton. Burton back to Gray. Gray with a long 3. Holy smokes, folks. That was from another area code. That was a beautiful shot. $51-35. And The Buffs return the favor with a three-pointer themselves, 54-35. Gray bringing the ball down. Over to Burton. And ball's off the toe, and the Buffs take advantage of it. Number 5 driving down to the basket. Passes it to 35, who puts it up for a gentle layup. Gardner bringing it into Gray. Gray over to Venom. Venom in the corner. Looking for a shot. No shot. Puts it out to Gray. Up for 3. And off the back of the rim. Out to Gray. Getting his own rebound. Driving into the paint. Putting the shot up. Drawing a foul. I think Gray may be going to the free throw line. We'll see what the ref says. Ref says 35. I wish we were tracking the fouls on the scoreboard because I don't know how many fouls each player has. Can't tell that from here, and I don't track stats at this point. Gray is at the free throw line, shooting for 2. First one is good, 56-36. Back to a 20-point gap. 21 subbing in for 15. We're in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes 41 seconds left in the match. And second free throw is good. 56-37. Buffs bringing the ball back down. That's 30 with the ball for the Buffs. He's going to meet Gray. And over to 32. 32 with a long three-point effort. No good. It's out to 35. 35 driving in along the baseline, putting it up. It's no good. Burton there with a rebound. Burton bringing it across for the Knights. Putting it over to Gray on the near elbow, who puts it up for 3. And Burton there for the putback. Missed it, but grabbed the ball from the floor and passes it. Well, tried to get it to Gray, but 30 saw the pass and took it. And there's a whistle. We'll see who it's on. Shooting for 2, 1-0. 1-0. That was on Gardner. Good effort. Number 30 at the free throw line, shooting for 2. First shot's a miss. Second shot is in, 57-37. Burton bringing the ball into Gray. Gray's going to bring it down. Gray back over to Burton. Burton over to Venom. Venom sliding down to the wing. Into Burton. Driving into the paint. Going to put a shot up. And the shot is good. And there was a whistle on 35. Burton going to shoot for 1. Shot is up, no good. Buffs get the rebound, 21 with that rebound. Pass it over to 32, down court to 30, but he's got a defender. Venom was down there already. They bring it out to 35. It was too wide for the basket, and I think possession goes to Knights after it's out of bounds. That's correct. Ref signals white ball. Venom bringing it into Gray. Gray cross court to Gardner. Gardner driving to the top of the key over to Gray. Gray driving down, passes it out to Burton. Burton pushing in, putting it up. No good. There's Walker trying to get the rebound. The Buffs end up with it. Passing it over to 32. Down to 30. He was open, drove in a couple of steps. Put it up, no good. 35 gets the putback, no good. Walker getting that rebound. Tipped out of bounds by 21, right out of Walker's hands. So it's out on blue, white ball. Venom into Gray. 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the game. Gray over to Venom. Venom driving down to the baseline. No shot. Going to pass it out to Burton. Burton cross court to Gray. No shot. He drives inside. Still no shot. And whistle. Looked like a block on Blue. White ball at the baseline. Venom's going to bring it in for the Knights. Oh, the benches were asking who fouled, and the ref signaling 21. I get it. I hadn't noticed that they hadn't called that. Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. Over to Walker, who puts it up for two, and it's a miss. And Buffs get the ball, pass it across. 21 puts it up for a layup. It's good for two. And there goes my scoreboard again. Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights. I see my scoreboard camera disappeared again. Apologies for that. If we get a timeout, I'll see if I can get that rebooted. Buffs getting the ball. And they put it up for another two, and the score is 61-39. Buffs tip the ball. Gray rolls with it. Chases it down while he's rolling. Passes it over to Gardner. Gardner puts a shot up. Misses the shot, and the Buffs get the rebound. And they pass it over to number 5 under the basket. The ball's on the floor. Gardner picks it up. Over to Gray. Gray slowing it up. Gray over to Burton. Burton down to Venom in the corner for three. Oh, what a beautiful three-point shot from Venom. Buffs bringing the ball across. Score 61-42 after that three. And Gray with a gorgeous steal there. Driving all the way down to the basket. Spin it around. And ball is thrown out of bounds by 24. Venom's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Into Walker under the basket. And Walker may have been fouled during the shot. Not sure. We'll see. Nope, it was on the floor before the shot, so it's still Knights ball into Gray. Gray with an immediate three-point effort, no good. And the Buffs pass it back court for a two-point layup. So it's now 63-42. Gray bringing the ball across for the Knights. Scoreboard's back. In time for Venom to make a three-point effort, miss it, and Burton with a two-point putback, 63-44. A minute and 39 seconds left in the game. Number 5 with a three-point effort, and that's good. It was in for the Buffs, 66-44. Gray bringing the ball back. Puts it over to Burton. Burton to Gardner. Gardner down to Venom in the corner. Drives into the paint, puts a shot up, draws a foul. He's going to shoot for two. Let's see who the foul was on. 2-4. 2-4. First shot is up. It's good. Score is 66-44. Gideon Walker subbing in for his brother Ben Walker. And Tyler Anderson subbing in for Alden Gardner. Second free throw is in. 66-45. 46 now. Buffs bringing the ball down. 24 driving down to the paint. And travel. That's what I thought. Gray bringing the ball across for the Knights. Over to Venom on the far wing. Venom back up top to Gray for three. And, it's across the basket and down. And the Buffs get that rebound. Over to number 5. Number 5 making it down to 13 in the corner, and it's out of bounds. Well, nope, 13 saved it. Tossed it back in, and the Buffs kept control. 24 driving down into the paint, passing it out to number 42. 42 back up top to 5. 5 over to 13, driving down into the paint. And there's a whistle. That might have been on Walker. I'm not sure. We'll see what the ref signals. 3-0. Yep, that's on Gideon Walker. Good effort for Gideon. Love to see him in there playing, getting on it. He's taken after his brother. His brother Ben, 52, just sat down for a bit. Ben is one of the seniors. We're going to lose him after this year. Gideon's coming up. He's a sophomore this year. He's learning from his brother, watching his brother, and learning from the rest of the team. But Gideon's not new to the sport. He's been playing for a few years, so he's just really maturing at the game and doing good. And there he goes with a rebound. And maybe a jump ball. We'll see. 3-2 on the foul. White ball. Gray bringing the ball across. And passing it over to Venom in the corner. Venom out to Gray in the corner. Gray putting it up for 2, and it's good. Buffs bringing the ball back across, going for 3. And off the backboard, no good. And that was an attempt at a buzzer beater, so that's a final, folks. Score 67-48. I'll be honest with you, I'm not embarrassed by that. Normally the Buffs play a division higher than us in the championship, so for a team that normally plays much bigger and much higher than us, I feel like we held our own fairly well, but it was a good game. All right, folks, thank you for watching PCCS TV, and we'll see you at our next live broadcast.
This podcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian